Hello, hi everyone, good morning all of you. Today we are going to complex numbers second part. In the last class, last video, we solved the exercise problems. Today we have to see the second part of a complex numbers. So in the second part, the first one is complex plane. What is the meaning of complex plane? How to define complex plane? So to define complex plane, so let us take coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis, and take the corresponding to any complex number. Z is equal to a plus iota b. This complex number we can represent uniquely, we can locate uniquely at a point form. So this can be written as point form. We can uniquely locate a point a comma b on two-dimensional space, on two-dimensional plane. It is called a plane only. On two-dimensional plane is called complex plane. It is also called organed plane. So this is the complex plane. So up to this, a units on x-axis. This is the b units. So this is called a complex plane. So how to define? Corresponding to any complex number, z is equal to a plus iota into b, we can locate a point on two-dimensional plane is called complex plane or organed plane. If you want definition, I will write see here. Corresponding to, note down all of you, corresponding to any complex number, z is equal to a plus iota b, where a comma b are real numbers. We can uniquely locate a point P, a comma b on 2D plane, two-dimensional plane, which is called, this is called complex plane, or else organed plane. So I hope that you may understand this one. Next we are going to this one. Observe that all of you, horizontal axis. Horizontal axis is called real axis. Remember everyone this point. Horizontal. So horizontal axis is what? What do you call? Real axis. And next, vertical axis. So vertical axis. So that is nothing but y-axis, which is called imaginary axis. In complex plane, we should call real axis and imaginary axis. So this is nothing but real axis. This is nothing but imaginary axis. Okay. Now we are going to, what is the geometrical representation of a complex plane? Geometrical representation of a complex plane. Of a complex geometrical representation of a complex number. So how to represent complex number geometrically? To represent here, firstly we remember all of you, real part of a complex number always is represented on real axis. Real part in a plus iota b, what is the real part? We discussed in the first video. A is called real part of a complex number. So it always represent on real axis only. Similarly, imaginary part of a complex number always represent on imaginary axis. So keep in your mind. So the question is asking, how to ask the question here? Represent 4 plus 3 iota, z is equal to 4 plus 3 iota on a complex plane, or organed plane. How to represent some numbers here on a complex plane? So very easy to represent here. For example, take the complex plane. Now we should call, it is called real axis. We should call this is imaginary axis. Real axis, imaginary axis. Now keep in your mind all of you, real number, real part of a complex number, where do you take? On real axis only. Where do you take imaginary part of a complex number? On imaginary axis. What is the real part of this number? 4. That means we take the 4 units on real axis. Similarly, 3 units on where? Imaginary axis. 3 units. So 1, 2, 3 units. So this is the 3. So we represent here, this is the 3, this is the 4 plus 3 iota. So like we have to represent, so both are positive. Suppose the question is, represent z is equal to minus 4 plus 3 iota on a complex number. The question is, represent z is equal to minus 4 plus 3 iota on a complex number. So let us take complex plane always. So this is the complex plane. Now we should call this is real axis. This is called imaginary axis. Always you remember this point. Real part of a complex number on real axis. Here what is the real part of here? Minus 4. Minus 4 which side is there? Left side of the imaginary axis. So this is, let us imagine, minus 4 units. And 3, this is a positive number. Take on positive imaginary axis, 3 units. So we have to represent. So this is called minus 4 plus 3 iota. This is the location of minus 4 plus 3 iota. Like we have to represent so many number of a complex numbers. Now the important concept is, observe that modulus of a complex number. Now we are going to next part, modulus. It is also called magnitude of a complex number. Modulus of a complex numbers. How to define modulus of a complex number? So before that, how to find distance between of a point P from the origin? So this is the origin. Origin means what are the coordinates? 0, 0. What is the point P? A, B. We studied in the lower classes. What we studied? Distance between 2 points formula. under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Using this formula, a minus 0 whole square plus b minus 0 whole square becomes what? A square plus b square. So let us take z is equal to a plus b iota, where a comma b are real numbers and square root of non-negative real numbers. So this is the square root of a square plus b square. This is the distance of a point P a comma b from the origin. Square root of a square plus b square, root over a square plus b square, it is always non-negative real number, means must be positive, absolutely positive. Square root of a square plus b square, which is called, this is called modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. And how to denote this one? Modulus, it is also called magnitude, and denoted by, take the two lines like this, vertical lines in between number. So mod of z, how to call this one? Mod of z, the non-negative real number square root of a square plus b square is called modulus of a complex number or magnitude of a complex number. So keep in your mind, all of you, this one very important formula. With the help of this formula, we have to find number of questions in the textbook. Root over a square plus b square is called modulus of a complex number, shortly, sweetly denoted by mod of z. Okay, now let us see some examples. The examples are: find the modulus of z is equal to 3 plus or 2 plus whatever it is, 3 plus 4 iota. So if z is equal to 3 plus 4 iota, modulus of a complex number is mod of z. So here before that you remember, therefore mod of z is equal to square root of a square plus b square. This can be written as square root of, in a plus b iota, what do you call a? What do you call? A is called real part of z. So we should write re of z whole square, real part of z whole square, plus b angandrenu. What is the b value? So b means here imaginary part of z. So we write Im of z whole square. So all of you keep in your mind this number, very easy. If you know the real part and imaginary part, square root of a square plus b square we are getting. That is called modulus of a complex number. Now find the examples. If z is equal to 3 plus 4 iota, then mod of z is equal to, mod of z is equal to square root of a real part. What is the real part of this complex number? It is called real part. Number of times I discussed this point. I repeated so many times, so you remember. Without I term, that is called, I not there here, I illa, that means it is called a real part of a complex number. And with I term, so coefficient only take, do not take I, only coefficient. That is what? Sagunakam. I Sagunakam is 4, that is called imaginary part of a number. So coefficients only taking. So square root of 3 whole square plus 4 whole square. So this is equal to square root of 9 plus 16 is equal to square root of 25. That is what? 5. This is the modulus of a complex number. Like we can easily solve the questions. Not only this, we should do it. Plenty of examples like this. If I am taking z is equal to minus 3 plus 4 iota, 4i. Find the modulus of z. This implies mod of z is equal to, what is the real part? Real part is with symbol also taking, with symbol, signs very important, minus 3. So square root of minus 3 whole square plus 4 whole square, imaginary part whole square. This is square root of minus 3 becomes what? Positive. Why? Because power is even. So 9 plus 16, answer will be 5. 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Like we can do plenty of examples. If z is equal to minus 3 minus 4 iota, in this case, what is the real part? What is the real part? Minus 3. What is the imaginary part? Minus 4. With sign compulsory, coefficient minus 4. So mod of z is equal to root over minus 3 whole square plus minus 4 whole square. Minus becomes plus because even power. Hence square root of 9 plus 16 becomes 5. Like any number, not only this. For example, find the modulus of a number. Z is equal to 4 iota. 4 iota only. So in this case, what is the real part? Is in a plus iota b form? Yes, it is in the form of a plus iota b. What is the missing term? 0 is the missing term, no. So we should write 0 plus iota into 4. In this case, what is the real part? 0. What is the imaginary part? 4. So mod of z is equal to square root of 0 whole square plus 4 whole square is equal to square root of 16 is equal to 4. So like we have to solve plenty of examples anywhere from the complex number. So this is the modulus of a complex number. Keep in your mind. So this is the main formula. Non-negative real number, square root of a square plus b square is called a modulus of a complex number. It is also called magnitude of a complex number. Some of the people they call absolute of a complex number. So this is the modulus. Now based on this one, we have the properties. Whenever you know the properties, you can easily solve the questions in entrance level. So what are the properties in modulus? So properties. So properties are, remember all of you. So here modulus value, always keep in your mind, mod z is equal to square root of real part of z whole square plus imaginary part of z whole square. Now I am going to the property number 1, complex numbers, mod of z1 into z2. So mod of z1 in product form is given. In generally they are doing the procedure, so many people, firstly they are multiplying two numbers using multiplication method, then they are using after conversion of a plus iota b finding, no need. So with the help of properties we can get answer easily. So remember all of you, check mod of z1 into mod of z2. Square root of z1, mod of z1 into z2 is equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2. So it is the true statement. Everywhere it is. You take this number, whatever it is, mod of 3 plus 4i and another number minus 3 plus 4i multiplying, and next mod of z1 mod of z2 separately find out, we are getting the equal answer. LHS is equal to RHS. If I take more numbers here, n numbers, mod of z1 mod of z into z2 into z3 so on zn is also is equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2 into mod of z3 into so on mod of zn. So without multiplying all numbers, it is taking lot of time. To reduce our risk, what we will do? We should apply the properties always. Mod of z1 z2 z3 so on zn is equal to mod of z1 mod of z2 so on mod of zn. In the same manner, I will give the division method also. Mod of z1 divided by z2. In this case, z2 must be not equal to 0. All of you keep in your mind. If z2 equal to 0, it is not defined. Hence, z2 always not equal to 0. So, mod of z1 by z2 is equal to mod of z1 divided by mod of z2, where z2 not equal to 0. Generally, how to solve? Actually, to find this value with the help of division method. Last class we finished. We found the division method, then we are applying modulus. It is a little bit taking time to reduce the, so within shortly how to calculate means this property, mod of z1 separately by mod of z2, answer will be getting same. Similarly, we have the number of properties. If any constant is there, mod of k into z, we can write constant should be taking outside, k into mod of z. It is easy. Mod of 2 into z equal to 2 into mod of z. K is called constant, and like this mod of z raised to n given powers 2, 3, 4. Generally they are using a plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube like this. Without using formula, with the help of this property, mod of z raised to n equal to mod of z whole raised to n. You apply this property, we are getting answer very easy. This is the property of mod of z raised to n. And next one, inequality model, mod of z1 plus z2, inequality property this is, but this is always is less than or equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2. But these are always either less than or equal here, either or. Mod of z1 may be equal or may not be more. Maybe that is may not. So mod of z1 plus z2 is always less than or equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2. So keep in your mind, these are the properties in modulus of a complex number. So remember, very very important thing. So what is the modulus of a complex number? A non-negative real number, square root of a square plus b square is called modulus of a complex number. Keep in your mind how to denote mod of z. Therefore, mod of z is equal to square root of real part of z whole square plus imaginary part of z whole square. Along with the definition, you remember properties, you can easily solve the questions in entrance point of view as well as in theory also. These all are applicable. Next we are going to the next property, complex conjugate. Complex conjugate means conjugate of a complex numbers. So what is the complex conjugate? How to define conjugate of a complex number? To define conjugate of a complex number, let us take complex plane. So this is called complex plane. Now we should, by mistake don't write x-axis here. What do you call? Real axis. This is imaginary axis. Okay. Now take the any complex number. Let z is equal to a plus iota into b. Z is equal to a plus iota b. Now this number reflected in real axis. So how to reflect this one? So it is reflected like this. If I take this number is a minus ib. So the point form we can represent in a complex plane ordered pair a comma b. So this reflected point in this coordinate, fourth coordinate, so that is imaginary part is negative. So we can write that is q of a comma minus b. So from the point P, by taking its reflection, reflected here, AB reflected a comma minus B. So because this is the negative imaginary axis, so a number is positive on real axis, positive real axis is same. Which number is reflected? Only imaginary part of a complex number is reflected, a comma minus b. This is called conjugate of a complex number. A plus iota b conjugate is a minus iota b. Where the symbol is changed here, b in the term is there, no, here only imaginary part, before only changed sign, not real part. So that is important concept. So this I can join with the origin. So now how to define? So conjugate of a complex number in generally denoted by z bar. So we can denote z bar. This is the z bar. What do you call? Z bar. Conjugate of a complex number is denoted by z bar. Z is equal to a plus iota b and z bar is equal to a minus iota b. Z bar is equal to a minus iota b and is obtained from the point P by taking its reflection in real axis. So if you want a definition, note down this definition. Conjugate of a complex number, conjugate of a complex number is denoted by, how to denote? Z bar. Modulus of a complex number is denoted by mod of z and is obtained from the point P by taking its reflection. Reflection meaning what? Pratibhimbam, reflected. So image, by taking its reflection on or in real axis, in a real axis. So this is the definition of a conjugate of a complex number. Reflection, z is equal to a plus iota b, its image a minus iota b. So we can take here, if z is equal to a plus iota b, then z bar is equal to a minus iota b. In the same vice versa also, if z bar is equal to a minus iota b, then z is equal to a plus iota b, if and only if condition is defined. Suppose if z is equal to a minus iota b, then z bar is equal to a plus iota b. Reflection, image only formed always. That is called conjugate of a complex number. Now examples. So let us see the examples. We have to see the number of examples. If Z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota. Z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota. Then what is the conjugate? Z bar is equal to what? Where it is changed here? In between number only. So before innandu I innandu term only changed here symbol. So that is Z bar is equal to 2 minus 3 iota. If Z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, then Z bar is equal to 2 minus 3 iota. This is called conjugate of a complex number. Suppose if Z is equal to 2 minus 3 iota, then what is the Z bar? Where do you take the symbol? Between numbers. So 2 plus 3 iota. Don't confuse here. Number of examples I will give that. Do not confuse. If Z is equal to minus 2 plus 3 iota, what is the conjugate of a complex number? Where do you take the symbol? Here? No. Do not take here. Don't change the symbol here. Where we have to change? Imaginary part. Before imaginary part only. So that is called minus 2 minus 3 iota. Real part do not change that. We have to change in only imaginary part. If Z is equal to, that is minus 2 minus 3 iota given, what is the conjugate of a complex number? Minus 2 plus 3 iota. Like if Z is equal to 4 iota given, what is the conjugate of a complex number? 4 iota. Is it right? Is to be going to my answer? No. Why? Because here imaginary part, which symbol is there? Plus. So we have to use minus. If Z is equal to 4 iota, missing the, it is a complex number because it is in the form of 0 plus 4 iota. Real part is 0, imaginary part is 4, minus 4 iota. For example, if Z is equal to 6, if Z is equal to 6 given, how to find the conjugate of a complex number? That is equal to minus 6. Is it right answer? No, because it is a real part, it is also real part. There is no imaginary part. Imaginary part will be 0. Hence, we should take only 6. Hence, this is called conjugate of a complex numbers. Like we can do it, plenty of examples like this. Now we are going to the properties of a conjugate complex numbers. How to define properties one by one? So properties of a conjugate of a complex numbers, the very first one is, if Z is equal to A plus iota B, Z bar is equal to what? A minus iota B. If I take whole bar, again conjugate, what happen? Same number, it will come. So Z bar, whole bar is equal to, again becomes Z. We studied in the sets, in set theory. A dash, A complement, whole complement is equal to what? A. In the same way, Z bar, whole bar is equal to Z. Similarly, we can do the some more property. Mod of Z is equal to mod of Z bar. Also is equal to mod of minus Z. Also equal to minus Z bar. We solved all these. Z bar, well, modulus values almost all same. So 3 plus 4 iota. This conjugate value 3 minus 4 iota. Mod is the same. Minus 3 plus 4 iota. Conjugate is minus 3 minus 4 iota. Mod will be same. So remember this one. Then third property, mod of Z, that is Z1 plus Z2. Z1 plus Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. These are very useful properties to solve the problems. That's why keep in your mind all properties. Don't neglect these properties. Do not give up. You should be remember. Always practice. By practicing only 1 or 2 times you practice, we are getting mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. Not only this, and with subtraction, that is Vyavakalanam. Z1 minus Z2 whole bar is equal to, we can write Z1 bar minus Z2 bar. If I take Z1 into Z2 whole bar. This can be also written as Z1 bar into Z2 bar. Product also same. If I take number of terms if I take Z1, Z2, Z3, so on, Zn. Whole bar is equal to Z1 bar into Z2 bar into Z3 bar, so on, Zn bar. Finite numbers also take, we are getting same answer. Now, if I take the division, Z1 by Z2 whole bar, this is equal to Z1 bar divided by Z2 bar, where Z2 not equal to 0. And like we can take the Z raised to n whole bar is equal to Z bar whole raised to n. So these are the properties. So remember all of you, all these properties, thorough one by one. Today I finished the complex plane and geometrical representation of a complex plane, modulus of a complex number, complex conjugate of a complex number with properties you thorough that. And tomorrow we have to see the remaining concepts whatever there. After that we have to see the exercise problems. Okay, thank you.